How's it going, guys and gals? Terminator Juice back to bring you my thoughts and impressions of the Nintendo E3 2013 Direct. Plus, I also watched a lot of the hands-on from the showroom floor just to get a better idea. Um, so first off, if you watch my predictions, I was pretty amped up for the Nintendo Direct, and my expectations were high, and I mentioned that possibly could lead to disappointment. And while I was at work when it was going on, I was reading a live blog, and this guy must have just not been a Nintendo fan or hated his job because he was just giving like half sentences for each thing. I thought Nintendo was just skipping right through with trailers. Um, Basically, he said Mario 3D World was a 3DS game or something. And then he said, oh, saw generic Mario Kart footage trailer, and then skipped on to the Wii Party and Wii Fit. Like, I thought they were just throwing trailers out real quick that were like a minute long by or less. So my expectations actually got pretty low. And then on my lunch break, I watched the Direct on my phone. It's a 720 resolution phone, so pretty decent picture, but it was out in the sun, so I couldn't really tell at the time. But I watched it with lowered expectations, and I gotta say I was very impressed with what I'd seen. Even though a lot of the games we knew about, we'd never seen them before, so seeing them for the first time led to just some disappointment, and some I was very impressed. So I'll start with, I'll skip the 3DS games because I'm basically making this about the Wii U. Um, my most anticipated game was the 3D Mario. I was hoping for like something completely new or possibly a Galaxy 3 slash Universe title. Like I said, Galaxy 2 was my favorite game on the Wii and probably all last gen. So first I saw just a screen capture of the title screen, and I knew it was like the 3DS version, and I found it was on Wii U. I was pretty bummed. Then I saw the actual footage, and I got a lot more excited than I initially thought I was going to be. Graphically, it's not pushing the boundaries like I thought it would, like Galaxy 2 did with the Wii, and it's got the 3DS version of Mario 3D Land. If you played it, it's got kind of the fixed perspective where but you can slightly adjust the camera from time to time, and the characters model's a little smaller. It's a more zoomed out view. Um, yeah, it's cool, and it's good for some things and it's bad for others. I like the over the shoulder zoomed in Galaxy style. But with 4-player co-op, I can understand why they chose to do that, and that's a pretty big addition. It's first time in a 3D Mario game, so I'm guessing it's all going to be local multiplayer. But, and I seen on the demo that they're using the Wii Remote and the D-pad. Hopefully you can have nunchucks and the Pro Controller, because I'm not playing a 3D Mario game with the D-pad. I'm sorry. Um, so, I don't know. I'll probably be mostly playing it by myself. My friends and my nephew will probably play it with me from time to time, but it's not what I was hoping for. It's not this new thing that I thought I was going to be blown away with some new idea. But it's going to be solid. I watched the E3 Direct where they did individual game developers, like a 5-minute video for each. And basically they said they've been working on 3D Mario games since Sunshine, and this is like a refinement of all the things they've learned. It looks like going to be a very polished game. They still got 6 months, 5.5, 5 months. It's supposed to be released in December. Knowing Nintendo, that's going to be delayed, but they probably wanted to have people think, that it was going to make it this year just to keep people's excitement. There's a lot of things they could change. I know the first time I saw Mario 3D Land, it looked incomplete, and it turned out to be a very deep and fun game. So I'm going to talk about this game. This was my most anticipated game. That's why I'm spending so much time with it. But overall, looked good, looked solid. Bet it'll be fun. But maybe maybe not the game I was hoping for. And but like some people are saying, well, this isn't the real 3D Mario game. Yes, this is the team, the #1 team made this game. I bet they've been working on it for at least 2 solid years. Clean, beautiful graphics, but not pushing the system. And this is the 3D game. We're not going to see another one probably for 3 years. So deal with it. Then Mario Kart came, and if you watch Black Baron's recap, I mean, he said it perfectly. He was blown away. Like, beautiful. Definitely beyond what I thought the Wii U could do graphically. I mean, this game looks amazing. A lot going on, very detailed, 60 frames per second. I'm going to guess probably going to be a 720p native, possibly push it to 1080. They didn't say 1080, so I'm thinking it's going to be 720. But looked great. Tracks were bigger, wider than normal, vertical. I mean, the tracks went upside down. There's a new feature where the tires turn into like almost like F-Zero, where you like magnetically to the track and you can go upside down. And they brought in all the elements from all the previous games, motorcycles, the underwater stuff, and the kites or parachutes or whatever you want to call them. This just jumped up to my #1 must-have Wii U game for me personally. Like I said, I never owned a console Mario game or Mario Kart game, and been holding out, and that this looks like to be the game. Add some good multiplayer online, and you got yourself a hit. If people aren't buying the Wii U before then, they're gonna be buying it for this game. It just looks awesome. So real excited for that. Then they showed Mario Party U. I mean, if it's cheap, it could be fun. Some gamepad only, 2 1-on-1, like sitting across like an old table arcade. Kind of look cool. Wii Fit U. I mean, there's only probably going to be 4 million Wii U's sold at that point. Wii Fit, it's not the same. The Wii had all the casuals, all the parents, all the women that owned the Wii. The Wii Fit was a huge hit. I don't see it selling the Wii U unless they really have to do something. So they're delaying it to December to add new features, but that's got to just do something revolutionary to get people to buy a $300 system for Wii U Fit, and don't really care. Then they did a recap of some third parties, all the major Ubisoft, Batman Arkham from Warner Brothers, all the indie games, pretty much everyone Sony showed at their conference and like praised, and the Wii U's getting almost every single one, and so that's cool. I'm sure the eShop will have tons of games, downloadable games for any type of game. And then I don't know the exact order they showed everything, but Donkey Kong Country, my second most anticipated game, was going to be Retro's new game, and this wasn't the game I was looking for. While Donkey Kong Country Returns was a solid game, it was too hard. I actually gave up on it. The Wii was kind of towards the end of its life with me. I never finished the game. This at first looked like the same game engine, just in high res, but the more I've seen, it does have some pretty strong visuals, and some. I watched a boss fight from the demo. Game Explain did, and it looked really creative and really challenging. So it could be a great game. I'm sure it'll be solid, well polished, but not the game I was hoping for. But I think Shokio said that Retro hired all these people to build up their team, and there's no way Donkey Kong took their full team. So I'd almost bet money that they have a second game in the works with it over a year's worth of development. So we'll probably see Retro's next game at next year's E3, and I'm guessing it's going to be like a Star Fox or a Metroid or something brand new. And I was hoping to be this year, but there's just so many games coming out starting in August with Pikmin that there's no way Nintendo could release, even if they had that game done. There's just too many games. People don't have the money to buy all these games. They're only going to be hurting themselves, oversaturating this fall and holiday season. So that game looks good, but coming out in November. But I don't know. That's going to be. There's so many other games I'm going to be buying that I don't know if I'm going to make that one. So next, I think it was the Wonderful 101 they showed. I've seen parts of that game before, but never. They showed how they're going to control with the gamepad touchscreen, and if you haven't seen anything on this game, it actually looks really cool. It's really original, unique style. It's like look like possibly 40, 50 like superhero style characters that could form into objects you drew and take on enemies. And at one time they formed into a huge sword, and just real unique, like Pixar animation / anime style graphics. Really unique. It's a exclusive game, Platinum Games, same people that are making Bayonetta 2. So if you guys are looking for new IPs and you're complaining about lack thereof, you owe it to yourself to check out this game and possibly buy it when it comes out. So what they show next? Maybe Bayonetta 2. Never played the first one. I know it was like a cult hit. A lot of people are excited for the exclusive games such as that, you know, showing risque, you know, poses and some slight nudity, and looked graphically impressive. Looked like a fun action game. I might actually try to pick up the original for my Xbox because it actually looks pretty cool. Hopefully the Wii U would get, you know, I'd like to think they'd port it over, the first one, and see how that sold. But looked great graphically. The style's over the top, crazy, and then I'm not an RPG fan, but that X game from Monolith Soft, that looked like a next-gen Xbox One game. I mean, that was impressive. What else can I say? If you haven't seen that trailer, I mean, it starts off like a CG cutscene, but then they show like aerial view from like a flying mech, and like it's impressive. And what they did with Xenoblade on the Wii was impressive, so I'm not surprised. Really showing what the Wii U can do, and that was pretty awesome. I skipped over Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. Running in 1080, native 1080p. They didn't really rework a lot, but it definitely visually, the cartoon cel-shaded style looks really great. They've sped up like the sailing sections and possibly going to add a dungeon that's due out in October, I believe. As a Zelda fan, I played Wind Waker one time through. I still have my GameCube. I still have the game, but I never could start it again. And I think I might have to buy this one. I'm hoping it's not going to be a full $60 game. I know Nintendo, they're pretty good about stuff like that. I'd like to see it 50, 40, 50 bucks. Download title and a disc, and I might have to get it because I've always thought about playing that game again, and it looks really good. I've seen people say it looks like crap. They didn't completely start from scratch with a game engine. They took a 10-year-old GameCube game engine, made it widescreen, made it 1080p native, and just it looks amazing for what it is. If it was a ground-up Zelda game, I'd be disappointed that it only looked like that. So might have to get that one. But and then they end with Smash Brothers, and while I wasn't not a huge Smash Brothers fan, I had Melee for the GameCube, and it was fun. I put a lot of hours into it, but people didn't want to play the GameCube, and I didn't know anyone at the time that was willing to play the GameCube because all my friends thought it wasn't cool enough. So I never really got into that much. I did experience a tournament style atmosphere when Brawl came out. Went to a guy I work with's house, and it was crazy how good these people were. I couldn't even touch them. I mean, there's just the depth of the combat, the things they could do. I mean, I was blown away. I didn't realize that game had so much depth. And so there's no denying that it's a popular franchise, and it's almost a must-have Wii U title if they have good online play with voice chat and stuff. I mean, it's a day one purchase. Even though I'm not a huge fan, the 3DS version looked decent, but and the Wii U version ain't really like pushing the graphics, I would say. But that game could be out. That could be pushed till, I mean, 2014, but that could be December 2014. They got a lot of time to work on that game. But overall, I'm pretty excited as a Wii U owner for the possibilities. I got a list here of just exclusive games for the Wii U coming this year. You got Luigi U DLC. It's a whole new game coming in June. Pikmin 3 in August. Wonderful 101 in September. Donkey Kong November. Sonic Lost World in November. Mario 3D World in December. Zelda Wind Waker is supposed to be October. Wii Fit U in December. That's 8 exclusives. You could argue AAA on every one of them, but I would say 6 of them are AAA titles, 5 or 6. So Microsoft and Sony can't even touch that as far as exclusive, high-quality games. So that right there. Then you got Mario Kart, looked amazing, exclusive. You got Bayonetta, you got X, you got Smash Brothers. Games yet to be announced, but yeah, I'm excited as a Wii U fan. I'm excited if you're watching. If you watched the Direct as not as a Wii U owner, you probably were thinking it was lame, but as a Wii U owner, I was blown away. So I'm excited, and I'm gonna watch some more videos and see everything I can see in the next couple of days. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to Best Buy and try to check out the game demos. So you Sony and Microsoft guys, haha, you don't get to play any of the games you saw, but I get to play Zelda, Mario Kart, Wind Waker, and what's the other one? Donkey Kong. I get to play them, so haha. Anyway, we'll see you guys in the future.